This is Wayne. We're here with Pass Labs, and Wayne, I just wanted to say hello and thank you very much for your time. If you do me a favor and just start off for us, kind of talking about what it is you do and what your role and responsibilities are.
I do predominantly preamps. That's what I do. I've been with Pass Labs pretty much since its inception, and before that I was with Nelson at Threshold. So, and you know, worked on preamps there too. So also worked on the power mounts, but predominantly the preamps is what I do. So, yeah.
What's your favorite? What's your baby? What's the one we're not allowed to talk nasty about? Otherwise, we may get you violent.
My favorite? It's usually the latest thing that I'm working on. Yeah. You know, in this case, the probably the XS preamp. I want one at home now. You know.
You don't have one at home?
No, I don't.
What's up with that?
These are the only two that exist.
I have an XP30 at home without a faceplate, and maybe only one lid.
Hey Desmond, can we scoot you in a little bit so we're not?
All right.
And we're going to add in Desmond here. So now we have everybody in the room. Brian and I are sitting in back in the corner.
You know, and then I kind of like them all. I like the XP25 too, the phono stage.
The two chassis.
The two chassis. I like it because it's revision 0 of the board and revision 0 of the software, and that's how it's been shipping. So, you know.
Yes, but it took 22 revisions of product.
Well, yeah, but you know, you like the product to go out in the field and work and not break. Well, it's, you know, it's product that's done to our taste, stuff that we would want to own. So maybe it's not everyone's taste, but we've been doing it for a long time. There's a lot of combined years of experience between. Yeah.
So, tell me a little bit about this new preamp, the XS. Were you just trying to match the new amps? Was there something that you missed in the XP30 that you needed to add? Did you screw something up that you're not telling anybody about, and this was the solution?
No, it was, you know.
It's to match the
match,
amplifiers.
and it was requested.
Yeah.
So you got the XS amps. You got to have a preamp that goes with it.
Yeah.
XP30 is great, but we need something that specifically goes with that.
Okay.
So.
All right. So Wayne, tell me a little bit about the XS and how it's different from the last set of preamps. What's technically the new secret sauce that you're willing to share with us?
It's a combination of refinements. Kind of the starting point for it was the XP30 has a dual mono power supply. It's all on one board. So we just took it a step further, isolated it, used some new silicon carbide parts in the power supply, brought the noise down a little bit. Increased capacitance, and then you know, so those are kind of refinements, but they kick it up a notch. It's got to sound better than the 30. You know, and the 30's a really nice piece. The 30's done well, been reviewed well, and it measures well. You know, we've tried some new circuit board materials.
Any one component kind of lift it right out of the soup? I mean, obviously you want to go from one product to another if there's a good reason sonically, right? Hopefully it's not just the cosmetics of it, though that has happened. What was the thing that was kind of like, oh God, this is really different? Was it simply going completely separate?
That was a big part of it, and
new gain modules.
And the gain modules. The topology is similar to the 30. But it does have a couple of new devices in it.
Anything you can tell us about that?
Unusual devices too for the same.
Well, they're the good Toshiba parts, which are just becoming
obsolete.
Obsolete. You can't get them anymore. So you know, fortunately, we have a big stock of them.
Yeah, we have a 10-year supply, so.
Yeah, you know, so you got to put the money in there and have the parts.
Sure.
A lot of stuff's going away. Who knows what's going to replace it? But you know, I like the parts.
Okay.
Nelson likes the parts.
Back on. So I was going to ask you the new chassis. You have it's a dual chassis as opposed to a triple chassis, right? So the XP30 going from the XP20, you go one channel gets its own kind of power supply, or one kind of, how does the XP30 differ for the XP20 kind of physically topology wise? Can you lay that out for us? The XP30 being what we thought was the pinnacle of pass linking, and now
it has its control signals and power are sent over the umbilicals, and when going to the XS Pre, we decided to make it just a dedicated 2-channel, whereas the XP30 you can stack 6 channels and do a big surround something. So the XS is dedicated 2-channel, and we wanted to use the same kind of flavor of connectors that we use on the XS power amps, and because of that, that kind of helped govern the topology a little bit. So the power supply is in the lower box, and the upper box contains the gain and the control circuitry. So that, there are advantages to both, and both can be done well, but it has to do with the powering and the dual model aspect is why it's like that. And I think Desmond's cosmetic design.
Well, we wanted to match the XS amplifiers.
Yeah,
right.
That was
power supply and amplifier.
This goes back to customers requesting we need something that's specifically XS. So, and sometimes, customers ask for something, you give it to them and they don't buy any, and sometimes they don't want something and you design it and they buy tons of it. So it's hard to know, but
how's the market acceptance going for the XS line?
XS line exceeded our expectations.
Yeah.
It's especially the XS 300s.
Yeah.
We can't build them fast enough.
Yeah.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it's a quality problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
excellent.
fortunately, people have been patient while we've been wrapping up. But
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The first production medal was gone like that, and so.
If you had something else to do, say you're going to do an XS, the new XS, or what else is on your drawing board, basically? What's coming down the line for you?
There's going to be an XS line phono stage.
Oh, wow.
So that's.
Any idea when?
Oh yeah, Wayne already has most of the ideas worked out. So.
Yeah.
When's that coming?
We'll
Speak clearly to the microphone. We're inquiring minds and all that.
Yeah, we'll have it at CES next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good. Excellent.
Hopefully.
So.
Yeah, phone stages are really hard to do. They take a lot of revisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Take a lot of listening.
They take a lot of listening for us. The XP25 it took a long time. All the phono stages kind of have, and they've evolved. Look at the Ono, the X-Ono, the XP15. Those are kind of similar, but the very first one took a lot of time. And then when I went to the 25, that is a different topology than the 15, and different animal, and the front panel loading, the user features. So that interface wasn't, but listening to a whole new circuit takes time.
So same kind of changes then in store, looking to go ahead and kind of put the XS flare on the XP25. New casework, obviously, right?
Yeah. New casework.
Support for 4 or 5 tone arms simultaneously.
3 minimum.
Yeah, 3 minimum. And with Nelson's work on the SIT, I think we're looking at doing some custom semiconductors for the XS Pre.
Very interesting.
So, we've got the good Toshibas, but
We can do better. There's companies out there that specifically for us.
Yeah, fab on transistors has really come down, and it's not inexpensive, but
you buy 10,000 at a time, 30,000 at a time.
Yeah.
Bulk is the way to go whenever you can, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
And it's like with some of the specialty parts that people want. Why do you use this? Why don't you use that? It's like, well, we need to be able to get them. We got to ship product.
Right.
We have customers.
Right.
We got to take care of our customers.
Right.
It's you can make some one-off stuff, but We've got to support our customers.
So XP, that's the next thing that's coming, right? That's the next big thing we should expect from PASS.
The XS phono stage, yes.
XS phono stage.
Yeah.
Is that what it's going to be called? XS phono?
Yeah, XS.
It's going on the web.
Yeah.
It's going to be written in stone in about 30 minutes. You're done.
Because it's just. It's the XS Pre. There's no number for it because it's the only one there is in the line.
Right.
So we've got the 2 power amps because one's 150 watts, one's 300 watts.
Right.
But, we'll have a preamp and then the phono stage for it.
All right. Anything else you can tell us? Any
other future?
Yeah. Well, what's the future look like for PASS besides world domination?
No, we're not interested in world domination. We're just interested in
from Forestville, California, world domination.
Yeah. Good
they don't even have cell towers up there.
We want to listen to that's reliable. And make people happy.
Yeah, we don't want to be the biggest or conquer anything. We just want to, make good stuff, keep our customers happy, and be happy ourselves too.
What's wrong with that? I'm doing a lot with Sony these days. I've been seeing Sony everywhere, Sony and PASS and Sony. What's up with that?
Sony has probably been our #1 corporate customer. When they first did DSD, and they were doing development with their own speakers. They used our X600 amplifiers, and then they moved on to the 600.5s. And Sony Japan, Sony Europe, and Sony US have to have the same systems. So they were buying 6-packs of our 600s. So we have a long relationship with Sony. They use our amplifiers, and they're introducing a new speaker this year, a smaller speaker. So they wanted to have a place where people could go and see and hear their bigger speaker. So they asked us in September if we would show their speaker. And we'd be like, sure. Sony asking us to do something.
It's actually a good sounding room.
Yeah, so we're easygoing guys. We don't,
Sony's been nice to us,
Yeah,
we're nice to them.
No, it's nothing. It's no secret. They're, we're not buying Sony or anything. So
This is all good to know.
I bought Sony last year. I got a new Blu-ray player. It's Sony. Nelson's got a lot of Sony. Sony laptops.
It's funny how those circles close, right?
Yeah.
They just go, there you go.
Yeah.
Stuff works.
How about source stuff? You guys have been in the amplification, pre-amplification, and phono amplification stuff. That's your bread and butter. Haven't really seen a whole lot of you guys from the source perspective. What's up with that? You got thoughts along those lines? Plans?
We did. Wayne did a really nice stack, 8 years ago, 9 years ago, 10 years ago?
Oh,
I forget, time goes by so fast.
Probably 10 years ago with the D1. Yeah.
Digital just changes so fast that there's no real medium standard. It's like Blue Book, DVD-A, SACD, Blu-ray.
Red Book.
DSD.
Yeah, so we can't, as a small company, we can't keep up to date with the engineering, so you have to outsource it. So now you're buying somebody's components.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bringing value to our customers. We stick to what we do well, 2-channel audio. And we let Sony, Pioneer,
Oppo,
CES, those guys handle digital. And they do really good. And we handle the analog. And it's as simple as that. It's
Fair
just,
enough.
we do what we do well, we let those people do what they do well. And then the customer can choose the best. So
trying to build something like a DVD player or a...
Yeah.
I can't imagine wanting to be in the laser business.
Yeah.
No.
Desmond's done that before.
Yeah, I've done surround sound processors. It's just kind of works. So we do what we do well, and we stick with it.
Fair enough.